Have you ever been in one of these games where you're probably playing with someone and then you just get frustrated because you cannot score or the person is playing you too much? Yeah, that's as a result of some of the mistakes you are making, but you don't know that you're making them. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of those mistakes that you make and how you can prevent them. So stay tuned in this video and watch to the end. Yeah, so the first mistake you're probably doing but you don't know is that you're probably spamming through balls. So there are sometimes like you want to get the ball moving, you want to control the gameplay, and then you're just trying to get the ball to your striker like by all means necessary. Then you start to spam the ball anyhow with through passes and all of that. It is not ideal because by then you are giving the ball to your opponent and it's like as if you are playing for him, you're not playing for yourself, you're not playing to score. Because if you are spamming through balls and you're not able to get the ball to the player you want to get to, then it is not helping you at all. So spamming through balls is not something that you should be doing. You should time when to drop the ball, because when you time it, at that point you are able to watch that whoever you want to give the ball to is not off and is always on side, especially your CF, like your striker. So you should be able to time the ball and pass it. Another thing that you should note about through balls is that it depends on where the ball is at your player's feet. If it is at the non-dominant foot, then the true pass might not be very effective. So you should always note that also. Like each player is always going to have a dominant foot, so you have to check that at the point where he wants to drop the pass, is able to do it very effectively, and it gives the true pass to the intended player very effectively. Because that kind of situation where you're trying to get the true pass to someone but then it doesn't get there because it was in a very your player was in a very bad position or like uncomfortable position. If football is designed in a way that it will not allow the player to drop the true pass very well. So basically all you have to do is control the way you drop your passes. For example, now my gameplay, I use both. I can even say I use more of passing than true passing, because there are sometimes that true passing is just doesn't just work for me. I know when to use it and when not to use it. So most of the time I'm always like lofted pass or like normal pass. So that's that about true passing. The second mistake that I notice in people's gameplay is the fact that they don't know how to press when they're in a 1v1 situation. That kind of stuff where you are being counter attacked by the opposing team, and then you come to a place where one of your player is in a 1v1 possession, is in a 1v1 situation. So you won't know how to, like, some of them can actually go and use dash and press, and dash and press won't work for that kind of stuff. You have to, at that point in time, matchup is the best thing to use. So you use matchup. Even in a case where you're trying to press in your opposition's box, then you can use dash and press. But in the case where you're in your own half of the pitch and you're in your own box, you can always use matchup, because matchup is the most effective thing to use. And in that point where you cannot try to get the ball, you can always call a player for pressure. By calling a player for pressure, you'll be able to like use two players on one opposing player, then you'll be able to press well. But that is not very effective when your opposition is very close to your goal, because then it can stun a shot or it can try to get a shot on target. You need as many men in your defense as possible. So knowing when to time it, when to call player for pressure, when to call out your GK for pressure, because that one is also very important. In a case where you have a 1v1 situation with your own goalkeeper, the opposing players in 1v1 situation with your own keeper, you need to be able to call out your goalkeeper at the right time so that I can pressure out and try to prevent a goal. At worst comes to worst, you probably get a corner as a result of deflection or something like that. So that is another Another mistake note that I noticed in people's gameplay, the fact that they don't know how to press in their own half. So it is very important that one gets how to press in his or her own half. Last but not the least for this video is timing your DP shots and stunning shots. That is also very important. Lately, like so far, like in recent updates now, I think for a year or two now, eFootball has introduced this calling shot where, but in the older versions of the game where we could only shoot and we could not call the ball. I think those days are far behind, but now that we can call the ball, so we have like different ways of shooting. You can shoot normally, you can call the ball, calling shots, you can stun the shot, and you can dip it. So knowing when to use those is also very important. Like you cannot just use anyone at any time. It depends on the kind of situation you get, the kind of open chance you get against your opponent's goal. So you have to know which one to use and how to get the best out of it. So that's it about the third mistake. So that's all for this video. If you guys found it useful, remember to like the video. If you are just new to my content and all of that, eFootball videos, you can always leave a subscribe. Just subscribe to the channel for more content like that. Share your thoughts in the comment section, and then don't forget to share to your fellow eFootball gamers. I'm probably sure most of them need this. So see you in another one. Peace out.